On the land of the living. I just finna tell y'all last night. I told y'all last night. I said, after a while now they're gonna start killing these Chinese people. Didn't I tell y'all that? Yeah. Y'all saw they put out last night, didn't it? By that morning. China said they don't start abiding by this coronavirus ban they got. They say they finna start executing them. I try to tell these people all the time. I see this stuff. I'm miles ahead of these people. It don't take long to tell you what they do. Listen, it's called population control. They've done it for years, they'll do it again. They want to keep, listen, the wealthy are concerned about you guys taking up all of the wealth, absorbing up all the land. The only way to do that is population control. You got to have disease, you got to have war. That's just how they think. You got to have poor people. That's how they balance themselves out. The middle class, you're a victim. Until our people ever become really conscious and look at our present day situation, nothing going to change for us. Anywhere you at, you're a victim. They need poor people. You're going to keep poor people because poor people are cheap labor. Poor people you can experiment with. The rich and the wealthy are going to fight each other because they only want so many people at the top of the chain. The middle class, you're a victim. They wiping them. Who you think paying most of the debt? It's the middle class. Most of y'all, how many of y'all don't know? Listen, what hurt you and what hurt us is the fact that nobody's ever really sat down and talked to us intelligently so we can understand how these people work. All they want you to do is have the faith and the belief in Jesus Christ. This is some foolishness that they gave slaves to keep domination over them. You can't believe this. You got to look at the people that are giving you everything you know and everything you believe. They've educated you. They're giving you your religion. They're giving you your medication. They're giving you your defense. Everything you got from people that victimize you. And you're not smart enough to think your way out and start to look to try to establish your own. So I tell y'all again, before I ever jump up with y'all and just start saying, let me just jump in and go into the book. I need you to look at your present day situation. That's the truth. Why are you here? What you looking for? What you looking for to change? Huh? That's tight. I had talked with somebody last night. They probably keep moving. I don't know. Face, I told them, I just can't see being with nobody if you're dead. That's just being honest. Everybody different. I just been with y'all. Where I'm at in my life, I'm really seriously aimed toward my salvation. I can only be with a person if you mind to do the same thing. It is. I mean, there's no confidence just having somebody when I know we don't have the same mindset. Listen, even when I was in the world, when I was shacking up, that bothered me. It really bothered me. I was concerned about my soul. And the mere fact that a person say, yeah, I'm concerned about mine too, but you're doing something different. You ain't even trying to change. I can't make a life with you. What are we expecting? What's your expectations? What is the expectation of the man that said he's going to give you the plan of salvation? What is he looking for you to do? People just saying, just go. All we can do is just go and hope. I remember my daddy said years ago, he said, really, nobody don't know where they're going. We don't know. To a sense, it's true because we're waiting to be justified when he come back. At the same time, I'm trying to secure. Y'all got me? I'm trying to secure. I'm not going to just sit back and leave it to just say, hopefully, maybe. There are some things I can do that can be conducive to me obtaining salvation. So I'm going to work to do it. That's why I'm here. Hello? It's that critical that when we go back and we start to look inside of the book, we can compare it with what we're doing now. Our people have had a long history of being dominated by others. We don't actually really go back to look at when we've been supreme rulers. We have been supreme ruler before a white face ever showed up. White people ain't taught us nothing. And we shouldn't be ashamed. A white man ain't gonna never admit you taught him nothing. A white man ain't gonna never give you credit for navigation. He's never gonna give you credit for shipbuilding. He's never gonna give you credit for creating the aircraft. He's never gonna give you credit for giving a light bulb longevity. Edison actually went to court to sue the black man who actually gave longevity to the light bulb. Yeah. Most of them don't know that. How many of y'all didn't know that? That's why you pay me. You don't know nothing. When Edison came up so-called with the theory of the light bulb, when he gave it to him, you know he started from all it would do was pop on and go off. How good is that? Flick a lighter. You know, a black man took it and said, I know how to keep it on. He gets no credit. That's how trifling and how ridiculous white people are in their so-called inventions. Everything they came up with, it took us to make it better. You think Edison taught us about that when Yahushua said in the 5th chapter of the book of Matthew, let your light so shine? Right. What was Edison? Right. We knew about our aura before a white man ever came along. Right. You giving credit to a bulb, to a white man, when we already had the thing clicking and running? Right. Huh? Right. Even the Kohanim knew about pouring in the oils that kept the lampstands burning. Right. Don't you know we knew about perpetual lighting before we ever met these people? Yes, we kept them in front of the door. That's right. They come along and let you listen. How much have y'all seen about Black history so far this month? Why would you? See, they act like they gave you something. They came right on and made a fool out of you and took it from you. White people don't even acknowledge you. You don't see that. Coca Cola, every year used to come on. This is a moment in Black history. Show you something. You know nothing. Coca Cola won't tell you that a black man that came out with the Coca Cola. None of these people gonna tell you that. You don't give credit to a white man. You don't give credit to stockholders. These people, it's just ridiculous. I tell you, I just hate our situation. And the problem is with it, and the reason why I hate it so bad, is because it's like our people become numb to it. Our people, listen, disrespect we become accustomed to. No respect. I mean, they do it to us on every end. Nobody respects you. The mere fact, even with their politician, where's the black face? Nowhere to drop out. If they get you one, they always got to get you a head braid. They ain't gonna never put nobody up solid. They ain't gonna never put no solid dog face up there. They're gonna give you a hair breed who's gonna give more homage to his white side than the black side. That's right. There could be no accommodation made for you. The little bit they'll give to you won't be worth nothing. That's why I'm here. So we ain't count on them to do nothing for us. Everything we gonna do, we gotta do it for ourselves. Everything we have to do, we gotta do it for ourselves. That doesn't bother me. I just need people with that type of mindset. People that don't mind. People that are willing to stand up. People that are willing to resist what they try to give you. Don't take what these people give you, create your own. I'm the one who told you about getting these folk back they wick. I don't need these crackers to give me no juice and no cereal they won't give to their kids. That's right. He don't give them out. When the cracker gave you something, make you go pick some milk, they don't let you get milk off the shelf. They don't drink. They don't drink no Coca, no Kroger, no Kroger or no public milk. They drink pet milk. Isn't that right? What's the other palm? What they had the other meat they had? Mayfield? What else they got? What a pig? They got, what is it? Palm olive? Who you call it? Pomegranate? Palmolive. See, we don't know. I don't drink milk. I don't drink it anyway. I don't drink cow puss. I just don't drink. I started looking at that man told me that years ago. I said, man, what? He said, man, that's cow puss. I said, cow puss? Where you get that from? Man, got back, I had some milk. I was looking at that thing. I started picturing that fat, swollen gland. I said, oh, man, cow puss. I had to let it go. Start moving away from a lot of that dairy. Every now and then I eat dairy. I just started kind of getting away from a lot of stuff. You know what? You watch it. A lot more white people got away from it. Yeah. See, what they'll do, how they get you, they'll get you fighting to get on the stuff they getting, and white folk run away. White folk had us at Publix in Wayfield. White folks at Big Star. Y'all don't remember. Like y'all, how many of y'all remember Big Star? Oh, had Big Star. Had Winn-Dixie. White folks at Kroger. Publix wasn't known here. Publix in Florida. All we did, they let us wait to come fight to get in them stores. You don't find white folks in Kroger like that no more. Nope. White folks run out there, they'll run to Tita's, Harris Teeter. White folks ran to Whole Foods. Everywhere, they'll get you sucking these places. After a while, you around up, you done fell into another Piggly Wiggly. Yep. That's all Kroger, that's a Piggly Wiggly. That's all it is. That's all it is. Nasty, filthy, blood all in the bottom of the thing, contamination, E. coli. They don't like that. I remember everybody used to run over there to Walmart and get their food. Ground beef packed dead long. Rotted meat. That's being honest. And it's our own fault. They made us fight to get out of the field, and then the white man going back to the field. Everything we hated, we got away from, the white man ran back. White man stuck us in the inner city, said, let's get out. We need to go to the farm. And go. We said, oh, man, we got to get out of here. We got to go. Soon they get us to run back. They don't run back inner city. Inner city to life now. He said, everywhere you run to, the white man set you up every time. Everywhere you run from, you're like, man, I got to get out here. Too many niggas. They like, keep running. Now they come back. Ah, you know what? I need to move back. So as you come, they going to run back. And all they keep doing, they make money off you moving.
That's right. That's right.
Listen, we have to get to a point where we know our self-worth. We just got to stop letting people define us. Why you let white people give you your value? I've never seen so many guys that's not willing to get up and make and set up for themselves. Man, you got to push past everything you got. That being, I'm going to stay on y'all. You know why? I want you to be the best you can be.
That's right.
You don't want to get pushed? Get ready. I'm pushing your ass.
That's right.
It's sick. Listen, nobody going to do nothing for us. When I got this morning, you know what? I wasn't looking for nothing to come on the news that a white man was going to sign something for me. I wasn't looking for an Asian man to give me nothing. I wasn't looking for a Latino man to stop doing nothing to make something better for me. Everything I got up to do and I put in my mind during the day, I know Tony Smith going to have to do it.
Yeah.
Me and Mr. Yahuwah.
That's right.
When Caleb was going to go up and take the land that Mushah had shopped to him when he was yet alive, Kai, you know who he wanted to go with him? Nobody. He said Mushah, the Isha Elohim, said he had shopped it to him. He said he was 40 years older, 80 years old when he got ready to go get it. He said, I'm just as strong this day I was 40 years. He said, if Yahuwah delighted me, he said, I'll be able to go and drive him out.
That's right.
Didn't ask nobody to go with him. He said, if Yahuwah delighted me, I'll be able to go and drive him out. If Yahuwah gave it to me, I can take it.
Yes, sir.
You wait on a white man to give you something. Why? Why would... This probably sound like terrorist talk, black rhetoric, hatred toward white people. White people say stuff every day that's against you. Yeah. God bless America. Where are you in that equation, nigga? Huh? Land that I love. Crocker tell you he hates you. There's nothing in any of their conversation that includes you except slavery. You don't care about yourself. You don't care about yourself the way they treat you, and you don't care how other people treat you. I demand people treat me right. I tell them quick, you got an ass whooping coming with that one.
That's right.
Listen, I done got older and I done got cranky. I ain't taking no disrespect.
That's right.
I was on the phone with a guy yesterday. I sure thought you were finna tell that man you'll come and see him. And I sure was gonna tell him. I gonna take me a trip to Florida and come and see him. Listen, I ain't taking no disrespect. I've been disrespected long enough with these people. Listen, they can take it how they want to. White folks ain't gonna let me disrespect them.
Nope.
Ain't no other nation gonna let you sit around and disrespect them. Nope. Let me explain something to you. Do you know what war is? War is a defense against disrespect.
That's right. That's right.
Why these people fighting wars? These crackers wearing suits and ties and briefcases in your face. These crackers got military to defend themselves when somebody disrespect them. When you see somebody slap a world leader? When you see somebody put a gun in a world leader's face? They have a conversation. If I don't like your conversation, I'm putting troops on the ground.
That's right.
I'm dropping bombs on your homes.
That's right.
Because they feel like they've been disrespected. Now you don't know you've been disrespected, nigga?
That's right.
When white folks said, when your president set up and said, let's pray for them people, they despitefully using us.
They don't say it.
They try to get you, listen, they slap embargoes against them.
That's right.
They sign treaties against them.
That's right.
They do blockades against them. What do you do when these people don't respect you? That's why nothing changes.
Yeah.
I tell y'all the same thing in your marriages. I ain't gonna stand about disrespect me.
That's right.
I keep it real. You won't get another chance to respect me. When you cross the wrong line, that line stay in the sand.
Yep.
Ain't no water gonna wash that away. I'm gonna demand you gonna respect me. You don't respect me, you'll be by your damn self.
That's right.
That bottom line, listen, we've had enough of that. Yeah. We shouldn't have to deal with it on the street and in the home. At some point, we gotta listen. If people gonna treat you better, you're gonna have to demand they treat you better.
That's right.
Okay. Do it your way. Go ask these people why they fighting them wars. Go and ask them. Who they just kill? Our back daddy? Why they kill him? He disrespected them. They feel like he was a disrespect, so they dropped bomb and they killed him in somebody else's land. They took it to him. Hello? These people disrespect you in your homes and your neighborhoods. Why won't you get up and you demand better? Your signs and protesters ain't changing nothing with this man. When you take your stand, you got to stay with it. We can't do no more temporary don't ride the bus. Let them keep everything they got and leave it alone. Yep. We'll make it. We made it before we ever seen a white face. Right. We can't do no more temporary. What we going to do is have Black Sunday, Black Friday. We ain't going to buy nothing Friday. Don't buy shit Friday, right. Saturday, right. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, next Friday, right. The next Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let them have that shit. Man. When you break away from them, keep your own. That's right. That's the only way we're going to get any better from them. And it need to be on the world stage. Yep. The United Nations, too, blockade their ass. They don't care nothing about you. These folks send troops to go help everybody but you. Yep. Where the truth? Why ain't no boots on the ground about your defense about what's going on with you right here in America? United Nations said right here in New York City, and everybody know about what's going on against you. That's right. Everybody know what the situation is concerning you. Y'all like UNICEF? How many of y'all familiar with UNICEF? Good. That's United Nations. United Nations asked me for money. You got 160 countries putting their money into a pot to rape, molest kids, to start wars, to put disease on the ground. What the hell you need money from me for? I need money. That's right. Forget UNICEF. You start trying to fund your own self. That's right. That's just being honest. We ain't saying nothing wrong. These people publicly put stuff in your face. Your president of the United States told you clearly not long ago. He said he could walk on the streets of New York City and gun somebody down in broad daylight. He said he'd still be found not guilty. That's what a white man say he could do. Yep. We can get accused of shooting somebody and we wasn't never there, and we guilty. That's right. That don't insult you? Yes, sir. How many people we got that look like us sitting in mass incarceration? Experiment. You know why they set you and they put you in prison? Because what you lose when you go to prison is your rights. You become the property of the state. Which means we get to medicate you, we get to keep you. Even if I had Danny right now, he was incarcerated, he died. I don't get him back to his family. He's property of the state. They give me a chance to get organs. I can do experiments and whatever else I want to do to them. This ain't nothing new. They did this right after they finished what they call slavery. They start locking you up, making up bogus crime to lock you up and sold you out to other whites that put you on their plantation. Right here in Conyers, Georgia. Right here in Covington, Georgia. This ain't far. All these places right here have been known for buying prisoners. You talking about prisoners with crime for 2 and 3 blacks walking together and they were caught for loitering. Yep. Loitering. Illegal gatherings. That's why the police, when they see you, 2, 3 of you, 5 of you together, they stop and pull over and know what y'all doing. That's right. Because the old laws ain't out the book concerning you. That's right. The only way anything gonna change for you, you gotta change it. Yes, sir. You know how they beat up? Fear. Yep. If that's all I done known, why am I doing anything different? Yep. That's all I ever known. That's the system. That's just how things are. That's how things always been. It ain't gonna never change till we change it. You gotta want change. You know, in Australia, they get ready. They having an election today. Most of y'all don't know that, do you? I had to keep up with stuff like that. Right now, they're voting. And you know what they say? Time for change. They're changing everything. They don't like the way their laws being ran. They don't like how they being kept. They don't like how they being funded, how they being taken care of. Today, Australians are bold. They changing it. How long the nigga been in his situation and he ain't tried to change it? I was hurt. Just think, what if we decide to go to the polls and change our situation? They say Australians don't like how they're being treated. They say they feel like they're poor. They don't like it. They're changing it today. What can you change about you? What can you change about this system today that affects you? Tell me what it is. All you can do is help elect another white person that will continue to invoke the same rhetoric on you. You have no power. You have no voice. You have no defense. You have none that's able to even stand up to even try to give you the common sense to try to make things change. Only thing you can do with this system is break away from it and establish your own. That don't think makes sense. Now that just means, having said all that, I try to move on. I know y'all don't want to bother with that. Because everything I tell you to do, it called responsibility. Everything I just told you to do, that means you got to become responsible. When a kid decide they're going to leave home, well, Mom, I'm finna leave home. Okay, you know you got to pay your own bills. You know you got to get yourself to where you got to go. You know you got to be responsible and get you a job. That kid had to think, do I really want to leave home? Do I really want all that responsibility, or do I want to stay? You know you got to look out for yourself. You know you got to get your own insurance. This time, I'm going to probably hold off. That's what America done to them. But you forget the people you living with had to make the same choice you did.
Got a point.
They had to break off and get their own too.
That's right.
Now, why won't you have that same mindset? The only way I'm going to know what I can do is if I break off and do it. That's just being honest. That's all I'm going to know what I'm going to do if I break off and do it. You know that? A lot of times you can sit around and think and feel a certain way. Until you break off and actually take responsibility to do it, you're not going to know. And just say, I fail. You know what I can do? I can make adjustments. See, what the first thing we do at the so-called Negro, if we fail, is already we quit. Why you don't learn how to make adjustments? Why you don't just learn how to make adjustments? Every failure ain't a reason to stop. I just got to make adjustments. All right, so I'll let y'all get ready to move on. Y'all don't like this, do you? So what are you going to do as a people? What? I am sick of looking at black faces 3 times a week that's in the same situation I just seen them in last week. So what are you doing with what you're hearing? Well, I get it and I just pray about it and just hope to the Lord. Everything you hope and you look to is what kept you in the situation you're in. The Lord ain't never been for our people. That's why we have an A.I.D.S. Everything these people giving you is giving you because misery is trapping you. How can a white God help me? A white God is what got me in the situation I'm in. Why would I be looking to a white savior? Whites save whites. I got to look to somebody that favors me, that resembles me, that's going to deliver me. Somebody has the same situation, commonality. This stuff you live with, it don't make. Why would a white man come down and get it to rescue me? I'm not white. I don't eat cauliflower. I wear drawers under my pants. I wash my hands when I go to the bathroom. Why are they going to come and get me? They own slaves. I don't own slaves. They're being honest with you. The situation of why Yahushua is so prevalent to us is simply because we have the same similarities. You don't have a similarity. It's white people. There's not even racist. It's just the fact of you don't look like me. You don't live where I live. You don't come from where I come from. I don't see we have nothing in common. It's good. You walk the one, walk the way. I'm white, you black. We have nothing in common. There was no reason to look. There's nothing in common. We don't work together. We don't live together. We don't have the same mother, same father. There's nothing that says, come help Leon. See what Leon needs. There's nothing there. And it's not a fact that I'm racist. It's just we have nothing in common. So some of the whites that you look for to come and get you, it's not that they're racist. It's just we don't have anything in common. White people purposely set their kids in different school systems. So they can't grow up. All of my classmates are predominantly white. I see no need to get myself involved with your situation. Part of teaching I have is choices. And they can teach it to you in a slick type of way. It's not that you're even racist, just that black people in the situation they want to be in. Black people got free education. They got that nigga, what's it called? Negro. Yeah. The Negro College Fund stuff. It's all kind of opportunity for black people. How many of y'all ever got money from the Negro College Fund? That's what I thought. It don't take that long. I ain't waiting on how. I know y'all niggas ain't got no money from them. Do you know there are white people think that you get money from a college fund? All of an illusion. Everything's set up by white people to make other white people. And they'll educate white people wrongly against you. Some of the white people hate you because of misinformation. Some of the white people that avoid you is because of misinformation. Some of our hate toward all white people through misinformation. And white people not raised because they don't speak to you. Some people don't speak to you because of what they were told. You've been told stuff about people too. Only reason Mexicans can come on here to steal our job. Have y'all ever met a group of Mexicans ever told you that? Have you ever had a job that a Mexican, somebody came in and said, I'm firing you because I have a Mexican? Where did you get your information from? That's how it keeps everybody divided. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, everybody. There's a lot of Asians that marry people of color. You do have some that do, and you know what a lot of their prejudice is? They're not trying to lose their numbers. It ain't cause so much I just hate you. It's the fact other races are trying to do preservation with their numbers. I just don't want to see all of my Asian women married out to African American men. Because when you come in and you seed in them, your seed becomes dominant. So now they're going to lose a lot of their ethnic heritage. They don't want them to lose their information and knowledge about themselves. They don't want them to lose their grassroots about themselves. You already don't have none. All your roots are here. Yep. You don't have no family reunion in Africa. Your ass right here. Right. They'll have one in Kenya. They weren't even born in Kenya. White people go back on property they own. Yeah. White people go back to parts that white people established and put up. White people going to put themselves where they're going to enrich their heritage. You don't have that kind of information. You just go somewhere. Ain't no real significant purpose. White people have significant purposes. And that's all I'm trying to keep you. You need a significant purpose. Why are you here? Because there should be a significant purpose. This should all shadow what you come from. Not tired. What y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? What y'all going to do? We'll be back here, Yahuwah willing, come and she, they call Wednesday night. What you going to do? What you going to do different from now to then? Because now we can go ahead and close the book. We ain't got time to waste. No more time to waste. Listen, I'm about progress. That's what he was about, progress. Progress. That's going to come in with change. You got to have some effort to do that. Listen, I'm for whatever right. What's wrong is our present day situation. And we are affecting ourselves with no change. I'm not looking for nobody to come down and do nothing for me. Everything we're going to do, we got to do on our own with the help of Mr. Yahuwah. People don't mind helping you when they see you making an effort. Let's just be honest. I don't see an effort being made to help you. What you practically are doing or waiting on somebody to give you a handout. That's not what we need. Y'all hear me? We don't need a handout. Y'all hear me? We need steady progression toward perfection. What y'all willing to do? Men, what are y'all willing to do? That's all we can do. We got to make a change. Anybody going to regain and get our kid? Listen, we need enough of us, the so-called Negro man. We need enough of us. We need to be marching down to prison, and we need to be telling the man, we want to know what, I'm here to get my son. Yeah. I'm here to get him and take him home. That's right. My son needs a dad. Every one of them boys in there, those are our kids. Yeah. You think white people gonna let my black ass go lock up white kids and let my black ass keep white kids and let my black ass keep white kids from seeing white parents and let my black ass feed white kids and not their own parents? Nigga, please. And they ain't even mad with them. And they ain't even mad. I'm mad with us. Why haven't we gone out here and got our kids? That's right. They talked us out of the system of us coming in, talking with them, trying to educate them. We got to get them their spirituality. A lot of those kids that sitting there, they have no spirituality. Everything we give them is white hope. It doesn't work. You see, man, What the hell a story about Peter Pan gonna do for me? And a Tinkerbell. That's for white folks. Yeah. Where do I live where a damn Tinkerbell gonna get on my shoulder? Where do I live where I'm gonna fly around with them little pointy nose shoes on and a little pointy hat? Our kids need a mod. You gotta speak to their intelligence. That stuff not gonna help them. Rumpelstiltskin, all these, that's not gonna help them. Sleeping Beauty. When your ass go to sleep, you're gonna be dead. White folk don't folk can eat a poison apple and still get up. When they poison you, you out of here. As those people in Flint, Michigan. You got to talk to my intelligence now. I refuse to be talked to and treated like an idiot.
That's right.
Goldilocks. Your hair black and nappy.
That's right.
Tell your kid about no Goldilocks. About a white girl was never incarcerated.
That's right.
Damn felon on the loose.
Yeah.
We got to start talking to our kids and tell them things that's going to fit them. If you're going to make a difference with them. Nothing wrong with white heroes for white people. You got to see people like you doing something. We're going to think, we just can't afford it. Are they going to take me to China and go teach Chinese kids about me and my greatness? What is that going to make Chinese kids want to do? Want to look and start esteeming black. They're going to teach Chinese Asian kids about Asian people that invented, Asian people that excel and soar, Asian people that were geniuses. What the hell I need to be teaching my kids about white heroes? White celebs. They need to see me. They need to see you. You know, we hadn't really seen the real need for what I'm telling y'all, really to now. All the year before, we thought it was good for us. We thought we were good, but now we're starting to look back at ourselves and saw we hadn't progressed. We digressed. We hadn't progressed. That's why they kill your black leaders and give you a white one. You'll have more people of color that's going to be out there helping to gather votes and get people up to try to celebrate and trying to elect somebody that don't look like them. That's scary. That's scary. These people that are going to solicit your vote are not going to try to take care of your needs. We got to get people that really understand our situation that's going to help better our situation. We got to start putting people into play that look like us. See, once we can change our numbers, then there'll be no problem with a white person being, because we still have control of our numbers. Right now where we at, we can't afford it. Malcolm said some things years ago, of course racist, and that's not actually a bad word, just a matter of how you look at it, who's actually formulating or using it. Malcolm looked at, before we integrated with anybody else, we needed it first. That was white said, listen, we want to work with you, we want to try to help you. Malcolm said, what we need right now is we need to get black unity where blacks learn how to work with blacks. He said, then we can integrate and work with you. Because if there's no plan, that white mixture will come in and divide us, and we'll be right back. That's what happened before. There were whites that, hey, get me, you know me, hey, vote for me, hey, vote. Then I get here coming, you try to come talk to me, you know what I'm saying? I remember you came to our church. And you was talking about how the choir you want, and you were. Listen, I feel the spirit in here. Listen, this is not going to be my last time. You're right. When it's time for election again, if a black candidate comes to a white church and try to solicit vote, he's going to start being proactive then to get things done. He's going to become even more proactive when he get in position, because white people will remind him, just like we elected you and put you in, we'll get your ass out of there. It won't be when 4 years are up, we'll get you out of here now. We'll start signing petitions. You can do petitions and gather enough votes that you can. Let me tell you something. You got a sitting sheriff right here. That's an elected office. You and the people basically couldn't do nothing till 4 years when he finished or whatever. Nobody can touch him but the governor. If the governor is protest or petition with enough votes, they can get him moving that he can say, I'm going to need to get you to step down. Based on the petition. Oh, yeah. Oh, it can happen. The governor can remove. The governor can step him down. Why they want. I'm just using that as an example to show you. Nobody is in a situation. That's how their founding lying father set it up. They didn't want anybody sitting in a permanent position they couldn't be moved. You need to have that you can be removed. So you'll get a person working fairly. Well, you'll get a person consider what we've done. We put white people in a place where you don't put in your mind they can't be moved. Yep. We got to change it down there. These young people, come back for a minute, sweetie. I'm barking, she pay attention. Listen, they deserve better. She just one of many of them. All of our kids deserve better. Information is really going to be key for our young people. That they have to know how the system works if they're going to get the system to stop working against them. Where we're at right now, the system works against us because we don't have information. With information, we can make changes. Y'all got it? If you don't do it for yourselves because you're comfortable with it, what about our young people? What are they going to do when they get to our age, when they get in the position where they'll be decision makers and they don't know what decision to make or how to attack decisions, how to change things that work against them? They don't know because all we do, y'all watch so much of this shitty TV shows they give you, and you don't watch them intelligently. You don't pay attention to stuff that they give you and why they show you because there's always some type of semantics behind it. Whenever they give you something, whenever they give you something, white people, the only people make money while you living and when you die. Whitney Houston made Clyde Davis so much money ridiculous. She made him even more money when she died. The same record the nigga already had, they went and bought again. That's right. That's right. White people have learned the system. Listen, come on, Bart, for a minute. Boy, slave. I made money while he working. He digs. He plants, he pulls, he makes, he builds. He dies, I make money. I put insurance on him. Okay. How you Ben, when your daddy died, Uncle Ted, you remember? Do you remember how much money y'all got from insurance? Must Smith, when your mother died, do you remember how much money y'all got from insurance? How much insurance y'all had on your daddy when he died? Do you remember? That's right. That's the system for you. That's not the system for white people. Set up insurance to protect white people. That if anything happened, you could continue. You don't have an insurance policy that work like that for you. Y'all just getting cut. White folks always had this. Who would think to insure labor? Who would think to do that? Insure labor. Labor I stolen. I insure stolen goods. That if you live or you die, I make money. With insurance, most of them don't know. Can I borrow it again, please, sir? Hypothetically, I'm sorry, boy. Did you know your insurance policy covers this whole body? I noticed you've been working kind of slow. I'm going to take this hand. Then policy will pay me for dismemberment. Guess I'm making this up. Do you know that? Come by, please, sir. Boy, I gotta get this boy because I'm just take this. You know they pay for these limbs too. They pay for this. Listen. Your policy pay for fingers and hand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I make money with him working. I make money if I start cutting shit off this man. How do I lose this good? How you? And then they gonna tell me slavery put white folks in the hole. Hell, you the one died that put you in the hole. That's right. Don't tell me about no white people problems. How you don't make money for free labor? That's right. You want me to feel sorry for white people because niggas put them in the hole? They put us in the hole. That's right. Y'all go hire a preacher. Get somebody, something help y'all out. Because I don't know. What y'all know about Jesus Christ? 'Cause I don't know why I can help y'all out. If you just can't be really, this doesn't even offend you, does it? These people have always had a system. How many of y'all got bank account? Credit with credit unions, in the law. Good. Because you get these letters in the mail. I already know you get them. For insurance. This free. $1,500. How many of y'all done seen that before? Listen, you pay nothing. $1,500. Once you sign that paper and you send in, you have just given them the ability to become a beneficiary for your death or dismemberment. Which means that $1,500 I gave you, tell them, for free. It ain't free, baby, I'm paying for it. I ain't stupid enough to pay for $1,500 worth of insurance. I'll go 100. I'll give you 15 of it for free since you'll let me sign a beneficiary. As soon as her ass die, I'm finna get paid. I told you it was free. Then I let you check box off. So if you want to get some more, what you want, probably 25,000? Click the box, a couple of dollars. Because you just take up what I'm going to get too. I'll tell you what you're going to put in since I buy insurance on a mass number. You ain't going to believe it. The more I buy, the cheaper my price is. Let me tell you what happened here back some years ago. They had a lady. And they called her to tell her about the $1 million check that she had. Only problem was, she didn't have no insurance for no $1 million. They said, yeah, it's a check for $1 million for insurance. She's like, no. And they realized, oh shit, we done brought her the wrong stuff. This was the bank policy. They had insured her husband for $1 million. Because he signed that same little free shit like y'all do. I don't sign free shit because ain't nothing free. You just gonna pop me $1,500 out of my wife for nothing. No, because you're a member. The member of the stupidity branch. These people had taken $1 million. So when you sign the paperwork, you're giving these people authorization to become nobody can. I just can't go take no insurance part. I have to have some paperwork. I got to show where she's allowed me to become beneficiary. I just can't go take no parts on you because I want to. These people have been playing you like they're your friends, and why not? Hell, you've been believing that because you never tried to leave him. You always thought these people been here working and helping you. Can you imagine what $1 million would have did for that lady and her family? Can you imagine what $1 million do for a bank? I'm sure they ain't the only bank that done it before. That's what kind of bad situation you in. How many of y'all done signed up for that free insurance? Nobody has signed up? You signed up for it. Because it's free. Drop it. Drop it. Get your own. Get your own. It's better you pay for your own. Because ain't no use of you let somebody else make money off of you thinking for free. Nothing's been for free.
That's right.
Nobody does nothing for free. Y'all hear me? I'm all trying to get you. You got to think. This is only one situation that you entail with in America, KKK. Now, that's why I say we got to get country. We got to establish our own. We can set up our own insurance company benefit. American General. I got some of these same with Bank of Life. All these people made their money from slavery. Yeah. Mutual Omaha. These people been around longer than all those niggas been around. Listen, all these people do is shade themselves on the other little name. I hate American General because these people were enslaved. These people been insuring people since slavery. Wachovia Bank was doing slavery. Wells Fargo was doing slavery. Y'all running away with all these places. These people had the same place. They made their money from slavery. CSX Railroad, they made their money from slavery. Yep. And all they do is leave you Burlington Express. All these people follow them Norfolk Southern and CSX. That's the only two major railroads. Yeah. Everybody else, they little break all the subsidiaries. Yeah. And you just don't know no better. Y'all, these people don't know. I know y'all don't know. These people, why would you know? Why would you look at something like that? That's not important to you. Hell, you waiting on Martin season 2 to come out. Yeah. You waiting on JJ Daddy to come back home on Good Times. The Negro ain't got no agenda. That's right. Nobody ain't giving you one. You gotta have a reason to go and look behind these people and research behind them. That's right. And I'm telling you, your present day situation is enough.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh, I'm tired. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
We'll talk. We'll look at the book and get through. I'm just tired. I don't know. What are they going to take? How many more are they going to keep locking? How many more are they going to kill? How many more are they going to give with these infectious diseases? It won't be long. Give it time. The Negro will be the major carrier of the coronavirus. Mark it and see. It's going to come up. You got it. And it's spreading from you. They did it with A.I.D.S. When we learned about A.I.D.S, Rock Hudson ass had it.
Right.
Liberace ass had it.
Right.
And finally, when they hit Arthur ass from tennis, we ain't never left it.
Nope.
They gave it to Sleazy E.
Yep.
From Sleazy E, the Negro is the #1 carrier of a white invented homosexual disease.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
Y'all remember when A.I.D.S came out, Rock Hudson? Who slept with Gomer Powell, Jim Neighbors? That was his lover. How many of y'all remember Gomer Powell? That's who Rock Hudson loved. All those white glory women he slept with and did screenshot all this stuff. He was sleeping with a man, Jim Neighbors.
That's right.
See, like, you remember Jim Neighbors? Don't? Not young. They too young to know stuff like that. Y'all too young to know about stuff like that. These white boys they had have always gone after each other. They just put in your face to make it look like they were straight. And you bought the hype. Then they came along and gave you the mindset that the Negro is the #1 carrier of the AIDS virus, and you brought it from Africa. Rock Hudson ass didn't get that from Africa. He got that shit from Hollywood. They know that was a California disease. Liberace ain't get that from no Africa. His ass got that stuff from Hollywood.
That's right.
Anything to demonize you. White people make their trouble and make it look like you responsible for it. Can you imagine it? White folk get sick, he blame you for it. You ain't been taking care of me, boy, like you used to. Boss, I'm sorry. I really tried. Everything happened. House burned down because of you, boy. House tried harder, master. He run out there trying to get water, put it out. He's always made you responsible for everything going on. Everything going on, he's put it on you. He's used it right on you. He came up with communists. Communists were white European people. He came back, Dr. King, communist. Marcus Garvey, communist. From Jamaica, communist. They told us those were European people. They were trying to bring in a socialist government rule. And they came back and said it was you. It showed you the terrorists, Middle Eastern descent, tower wrapped around their head, all out in the Akbar. Then he came back and told you it was you. Anytime you break off from his religion, anytime you break off his discipline, he's gonna always give you some kind of hyphenated name title that's gonna demonize you, and your own people will hate you. Because you buy into white rhetoric about yourself. Every bad stigmatization you got it from him. How many of y'all got nappy hair? Who told you your hair was nappy?
White man.
What scripture you find that told you had nappy hair? Your hair is conducive to the region you come from. I come somewhere where the Shemite shine on me. And long silky hair won't work there. My hair and my skin is a reflector and an absorber at the same time. My skin knows just how much I can take and when to block.
That's right.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
This man has made a fool of you. He's criticized you. He's demonized you. He's dumbed you down. And you ain't had the sense to try to look to investigate what's been their purpose. Everything he hated you for, he tried to go and get. Hell, they're going wet. They had to curl it up to try to get it close to you. Why are they going to wet it up and get a little curl and spin it up because he's trying to get like him? He'll go lay on the beach to try to darken his skin. Lay directly in the sun on a damn towel with no clothes on trying to black his body up. And run your black ass down. Something got to change. It's going to cost us something. It's going to cost you something. People pay for education.
Yeah.
You know, they say people die for education. Why people want to die to try to just get a fair share of what's right?
Come on.
I wouldn't tell you to go and take nothing from somebody that don't belong to you.
That's right.
I tell you to take what belong to you.
Yes, sir.
And when you do, O.J. Simpson, he wasn't shit, don't get me wrong. But the mere fact that there was a man that went to take his stuff,
Own stuff. That's right.
15 years in prison,
Yep.
for going to take his stuff.
That's right.
From who? A white man.
Yep.
These people sat around and devalued O.J. Simpson to us and put a value on it. Why would a white man want a Heisman Trophy when he killed white women?
Right.
Why would a white person want to go by his house when he murdered and took blood from a dead white woman and an honest white boy and tramped it in on the carpet and dropped the bloody glove over the fence? Because white people see value in black people. Even when they demonize you and call you wrong, his house went up in value. His Heisman Trophy went up. His rookie card went up. White folk made money off you either way it go.
Either way.
They made money out when he was making money, and they made money out when he wasn't making money. They made money off of when he was deemed a murderer. White people always been making money off you.
Right.
All I'm trying to get you to do is, why can't you make money off yourself?
Got a point.
All right, we'll move on. So we'll move on. I see you're not fascinated. Nothing's gonna change. All right, Malcolm.